I love both guys.
Thank you so much.
I love both guys. I had a conversation with Stephen A. about it, and I told him I was LeBron. I'd have walked up on him the same way.
Drop the mic on all of this right now, once and for all. That's my job. That's my job. I'm supposed to ignore that while he's wearing a Lakers uniform? So we got the Draymond Greens out there with his damn podcast. For some reason, suddenly forgetting my character and who I am, and he's talking about yo.
Stephen A. Smith is back at it again, going full throttle in Dwyane Wade. He's just sitting back, enjoying the show like it's movie night. It all kicked off when Stephen stirred the pot with some LeBron James talk, but Wade wasn't letting that slide. He showed up and shut it down on the spot, no hesitation. Wade checked him right there, but instead of backing off, Stephen went off the rails on his own show, ranting like he had a score to settle. He refused to admit he crossed a line and flipped it, blaming Wade for putting him on blast. Now the beef's gone viral, interviews popping, timelines on fire, and fans split down the middle.
LeBron James, and they were talking about who's his best teammate ever, and they brought up Anthony Davis, and they brought up Kyrie Irving. I said, Dwyane Wade.
But the real question is, how did it even get this messy? Why can't Stephen let it go? And why is the internet tearing into him like this? Let's break it all the way down. Wade and LeBron go way back, like 2003 draft class back, built that Heat legacy together and came out with 2 rings. But what stands out? Wade's loyalty, no switches, no fake energy. And just recently, he made his biggest statement yet, pulled up on that 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo and came with the facts. Wade said he knows both men personally, LeBron and Stephen, and when that heated moment happened, Wade didn't sugarcoat a thing. He told Stephen straight up, if he were a dad, he'd have reacted just like Braun, facts only.
Relationship with Stephen A. Obviously, our relationship with Bron and my relationship with Bron is documented.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And I have a relationship with Stephen A. as well. And so we talk. You know what I mean? I'm not talking out of school. Me and him text back and forth about the situation.
Wade made it personal in a real way. Said he's got history with both. Him and Stephen texted about the drama. So this wasn't just for the cameras. And he pointed out LeBron snapping like that. That's rare. Dude always keeps it cool. But Stephen hit a nerve talking about his kid in public. And Wade, he said that reaction was 100% justified and told Stephen that directly. Then things got even spicier. Stephen was tight that LeBron stepped to him on Gil's arena, on camera, called it weak. Yep, he really said that. Came at Bron like it wasn't his words that started the fire. When asked about that confrontation, Stephen said it was weak. But then Wade hit back with perspective. Maybe LeBron stepping up was a sign of respect. Stephen's voice is loud in the NBA space. He is ESPN right now, so maybe Bron saw it as necessary. Still, Wade knew this whole situation was wild. Like, when have you ever seen Bron press a media guy courtside like that? But Wade kept it grown. No instigating, just straight up facts. Real talk. It should have ended there.
I'm like that too. Like I'm at you.
Of course.
But also, you know what I told him, I said, and I think we've never seen LeBron do that. Like, even we've never seen, like, LeBron don't even go back at players that foul him too hard on the court. We've never seen him be, like, he's always been just even keel and level headed in every aspect. And sometimes you want him to jump. Sometimes you want him to go, and he won't.
But this is Stephen A. Smith we're dealing with. Man breathes controversy. So of course, he had to respond on his show. But here's the twist. He actually thanked Wade. Yep, said Wade kept it honest and didn't throw him under the bus. According to Stephen, him and LeBron never really been close like that. And Wade admitted it too. Stephen said this tension, it didn't start yesterday. It's been brewing for years. What fired him up though, was folks twisting the narrative. Melo and Wade told the truth, but not everyone else is being real about it.
Put an end once and for all to this discussion about yours truly and LeBron James in light of what happened last week. Dwyane Wade and Carmelo Anthony, both of whom know LeBron very well, weighed in on the situation between me and...
He said. Then came the bombshell. Stephen said point blank, me and LeBron don't have a relationship. He don't rock with me, and I don't rock with him. He gave Bron his props on the court, no shade there, but said that's where it ends. He also explained why he didn't say anything during the courtside run-in. Said he could have clapped back, but didn't want to make a scene. Me and Bron don't move like that, he said. Just a quick hi and bye. That's all there is.
You know, Stephen, I think the one thing is, and first of all, I take it as that's a sign of respect that LeBron did that to you.
Then he really got heated. Said that whole encounter confirmed it for him. Bron pulled up knowing Stephen couldn't react without making it messy on national TV, especially the same day his new contract was announced. Stephen was fired up. Still, he said none of this will stop him from doing his job, not now, not ever. He also addressed the backlash, people saying he dissed Bronny. Stephen shut that down quick. said that's a lie and he's got the footage to prove it. And yeah, he admitted Wade reached out after the incident. Even through all the chaos, Stephen still showed some love. But mid-rant, it was obvious dude was still in his feelings.
Wife is the first lady of the NBA, class personified. I think his mom is an absolutely wonderful woman. I don't have to talk to Randy much. That's a good brother. Rich Paul and me are pretty damn cool. Rich is good people. Bronny James, that is not true. To the James family and all your close confidants and loved ones, that is not true. I have video. Document.
What's wild is that.
And the wildest part, after all this, the drama, the back and forth, the internet roasting, Stephen still said he's not walking anything back. No regrets, no cool down. You'd think he'd ease up, but nah, he's doubling down like nothing happened. Fans are over it now. One said, "Bro, you said this 3 times already." Another posted, "You clearly don't want to move on. You love this drama," and they might be right. Even LeBron finally had enough, called Stephen out on the Pat McAfee show saying he's dragging this way too long. Weeks later, and Stephen's still replaying it like it's a mixtape. LeBron even joked that Stephen's acting like he's on a Taylor Swift tour for real.